Hey guys, what's up? My name is Debbie. Welcome to my channel. We are watching the afternoon session of the Matriarch Mastermind murder trial. Whoop, and Shadow has been on my laptop again. So let me get rid of that echo. Oh, goodness. Interesting lunch watching a naked woman standoff in a Bronco in Los Angeles. Oh, Judy, that does sound interesting. Yeah, Wiggles is kind of working. You know you don't work. Just go to the place and clock in and expect a paycheck. Hey, Terry. I'm so glad to have you all back. Hello to my lurkers and my replay crew. I think they're doing something outside the presence of the jury. Let's see what's happening. Oh, they're having some kind of powwow. They were just talking. Let me back it up a little bit. See if we can figure out. Or not. Maybe not. Okay. I guess not. No. Is that Anne, the friend of Donna, was stopped on the way to the airport and told to court. I did hear her name. I did hear her name. But I don't know what's happening. And you guys know me. I'm not going to find the exact right spot because I can't do that.
Okay. All right. Mr. Zellman, were you able to obtain Miss Cunningham, or was she able to return?
She has returned.
Okay.
Judge, can we approach on the scheduling matters?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's scheduling matters. So while we're waiting on that, I want to show you guys what Robbie sent me. I think it was last night. That it? No, that's not it. Where did it go? Darn it, I had it ready. I had it pulled up and ready, and now I've lost it. Dang it! Oh well. That was not what I wanted to show y'all. I'll find it again during a break. Never mind. Well, I wonder what that's about, Judy. Judy always knows what's going on, and I rarely know what's going on because I have ADHD and I can focus on nothing.
You can bring in the jurors at this point.
I focus on nothing unless it's something that I'm really super interested in. And then I hyper focus and I bug the crap out of people because that's all I talk about. Oh, duh, you said right there, not sure what's going on. See? Like I said. Well, I think, okay, so she asked that person if there was any phone records on July 18th, and she said no. But that woman testified that Donna called her on the 18th, remember? So she perjured herself? Maybe? Is that why she's being recalled?
For everyone observing in the gallery, please turn your phones off once again.
Maybe?
Please be seated. Members of the jury, I hope you had a restful break period. At this time, we are going to continue with the defense's case in chief. Defense, you may call your next witness.
Recall Andy Cunningham.
I don't know. If it's because she perjured herself, though, they could threaten to arrest her.
Ms. Cunningham, you remain under oath from being previously sworn. I'm just going to remind you, you are to tell the truth in this matter. You may be seated, and at this point, you'll be examined. You may examine when you're ready.
Thank you. If you could pull that microphone down, Ms. Cunningham.
Oh, sure.
Thank you. I have a question about your use of cell phone service, and we touched briefly on things like WhatsApp, and what was the other one you said you use?
Viber.
Okay, Viber. When you communicated with Mrs. Adelson, did you routinely use one of those apps?
Quite often, yes.
Which app did you use mostly?
WhatsApp or Viber.
Okay, all right. And as opposed to picking up and using the cell phone service, you would use those instead?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have anything further.
Cross-examination.
So you had gone to the airport after your last testimony, right?
That is correct.
And returned to the courthouse?
Yes.
To tell us what, that you used Viber or WhatsApp to make
Yes.
that phone call?
Yes.
So it wasn't a regular phone call?
Correct.
Okay, so you misspoke earlier, or it just wasn't clear?
No, I said she called me.
Okay, and she called you and made a regular phone call on June 23rd, the month before the murder, right?
I don't recall if she made many phone calls.
And she called you on a regular line on July 20th, just 2 days after the murder. Do you recall that?
If you say so.
Okay, and July 21st?
The objection?
Yeah, the witness is not being shown the evidence that she's being confronted with.
I believe she is not
Doesn't
asked,
ask you.
or she is not asked to recall, or, let me clear this up. Ms. Cunningham, do you need to see the items that the state is referring to refresh your recollection?
Do I?
Would
Yes,
you like to see them?
if I spoke with her, I spoke with her.
Okay, so you have no reason to contest that you spoke with her via regular phone call, June 23rd, July 20th, and July 21st.
If it's on the record, yes.
But you're saying it was a WhatsApp or a Viber on the 18th?
Yes, they were in the car and they often called on those apps in the car.
Would it surprise you to learn that WhatsApp didn't offer voice calls until March of 2015?
Then it was on Viber.
Must have been Viber, huh? Nothing further.
Redirect examination to the witness. You may step down, Ms. Cunningham. All right. We are certain she's good to leave at this point.
Sure hope so, Judge.
Have a safe travels.
Thank you.
Please call your next witness.
Defense would call Richard Chagrin.
What is the other one? Fiverr? Fiber? What is she saying? I've never heard of that.
Good afternoon, sir. Please raise your right hand.
Yes, sir,
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give today will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. Please
Thank you.
adjust the microphone as you need to.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
My name is Richard Chagrin.
Mr. Chagrin, how do you know my client, Donna Adelson?
I met them 38 years ago. They're best friends. The wife was the president and CEO of a nonprofit. I was chairman of the board.
And you grew close with Donna and her husband, Harvey Adelson?
When I first met my wife 36 years ago, we formed a gourmet club, and they were part of the gourmet club. And we met probably every 2 to 3 months. And then as the years progressed, we became friendlier and went on a number of vacations with them.
Okay, you say gourmet club. Is it?
Gourmet dinners at people's houses.
Now, are you married, sir?
I am.
Okay, and what does your wife do for a living?
She's an attorney.
What kind of attorney?
Specialty is real estate, estate, corporate, and bankruptcy.
Estate planning?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you speak with Donna or Harvey on the day that Charlie was convicted?
No.
How about the next day?
Yes.
Without telling us what they said, did you and your wife go to their residence in Miami?
Yes.
Okay. And when you got there, can you describe Donna for us?
She was distraught.
And what about Harvey?
Harley was like in shock.
Now, prior to this, you indicated that you had traveled with my client and her husband. Did you travel extensively on your own?
Well, we went on cruises, and then we did there was 13 of us did, I guess, 2 weeks in Israel.
Okay. Were you somewhat savvier than they when it comes to booking travel?
Oh yeah, I've been to 75 countries around the world.
Okay. And were you asked to assist them in any way on November 7th of 2023?
Yes.
And specifically, what were you asked to do?
Initially, I helped Donna with the visa, And then when we were done applying for the visa, Donna took Susan to show her the dress that she bought for Lincoln's bar mitzvah, and then she asked Harvey to sit down with me and make plane reservations.
Okay. When you sat down to assist with the reservations, what did you discover?
The ironic thing was that the round trip was a fraction more than one way, and I suggested, since you don't know when you're coming back until sometime in January, book a one-way. And I remember commenting to Harvey, I said, I'd be willing to bet it's cheaper to fly from Vietnam to the United States than it is from the United States to Vietnam.
Now, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about the visa. Were there options that were given when selecting which visa to apply for?
To my recollection, there was only two options, a 30-day or a 90-day.
Do you know why the 90-day was selected?
Well, I said they didn't know how long they were going to be gone.
And do you remember if the visa that was applied for only allowed them to come into the country once, or did it allow them to come into the country multiple times?
I'm not aware.
Now, you indicated that they were coming back for their grandson's bar mitzvah?
Yes.
Okay. Why, if you know, why were they wanting to get out of town?
Well, unfortunately, they were barraged by the media. Unfortunately, they live in a condo, so they didn't let them in. And they were afraid to leave the building.
To your knowledge, had the Adelsons been to Vietnam in the past?
Yes.
And they found it to be relaxing?
To my knowledge, I was there. I thought it was a great country, great people, great food.
Now, although you are the one that suggested the one-way ticket, who booked the flight?
Harvey.
To your knowledge, were they free to travel?
They told us when we got there that their attorney said they had no restrictions in traveling.
Can you describe the type of mother and grandmother that you observed Donna to be?
Well, Donna was the ultimate Jewish mother, not unlike my wife, that was very involved in their children and grandchildren's lives. I think Donna maybe was a little more involved in her grandchildren because of the situation of grandsons losing their father, Wendy working, and also they lived close by, Donna and Harvey, in South Beach.
So, am I hearing you correctly? You would describe Donna as a typical Jewish grandmother
More than typical,
and a typical Jewish mother?
yes.
At the time that you were assisting them on November 7th of 2023 with the travel, had they decided when they were coming back from Vietnam?
They were undecided, other than the fact that they were going to, whether it was prior to the bar mitzvah or just before the bar mitzvah, they didn't know how long they were going to be gone.
But they were coming back for the bar mitzvah.
Oh, definitely. They wouldn't miss it for the world.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Nothing further, Your Honor?
Sir, at the time that the travel was booked, the bar mitzvah was less than 90 days away, right?
It was in January.
Do you recall giving a deposition? It was by Zoom, but I was present, August 29th, 2024.
Vaguely,
And in that deposition, weren't you asked, so did you make any of the decisions when to travel or how to travel, or were you just the conduit to the technology? And your answer was the conduit for the technology.
Yes,
But today you're saying you're the one that suggested that they fly one way.
Objection, Your Honor, improper impeachment.
Overruled.
Isn't that right?
well, to me, that's part of being the conduit, just suggesting,
You were there because you were more computer savvy than Harvey or Donna, right?
I was there that day.
Yes, sir. To help with the computer is what you said in the deposition.
Well, once we got there, I was there because my wife had done estate planning for them.
Okay, but what you did in reference to the travel planning was help with the computer,
Yes,
because you were more computer savvy than these two.
correct.
Okay. But today you're saying you suggested the one-way flight, right?
I just offered my suggestion.
Okay. And you said that Donna Adelson is a typical Jewish grandmother. Does a typical Jewish grandmother suggest dressing her grandchildren up in Nazi uniforms?
Not to my knowledge.
No further questions.
Direct examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you say that you are more travel savvy than Donna and Harvey Adelson?
I would say yes.
And when you were deposed on August 29th of 2024, did Ms. Kappelman ask you if you made any suggestions about a one-way ticket or a round-trip ticket?
I don't remember.
Would it be helpful if I showed you a copy of your deposition transcript?
Surely.
I'm going to show page 11, lines 12 through 17.
Want me to read which one?
If you could just read page 11, which is where you're on, lines 12 through 17.
12, question, okay.
To yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Knew that was going to happen.
Okay.
Did Ms. Kappelman ask if you made any decisions?
No,
Well, she asked if you made decisions, but you did not make decisions, did you?
no,
You made suggestions.
yes.
Nothing further.
Will this witness need to be retained or is he released?
He's released, Your Honor.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please call your next witness.
The defense would call Tarana Khan.
Shadow says you don't need to know. She's taking over the laptop and no one needs to know who's on the stand. Right, Shadow? Nobody needs to know nothing. Hey, Michelle. Nobody needs to know anything. Shadow, I don't need to type anything into the laptop. She's using it as a seat. So, Pat rules apply. I can't move her. Nobody needs to know who's on the stand today. There will be no pinned messages.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give today will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. Please speak loudly and clearly for the jurors. You can adjust the microphone as you need.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury and spell your last name?
Yes, my name is Tarana Khan. Last name is Khan.
And Ms. Khan, how are you employed? Currently.
I'm a mitigation specialist slash paralegal for the Federal Defenders of the Middle District of Georgia.
And what is that what do those job responsibilities entail?
What I do is I go down three different, the male side and the maternal and paternal side of the families, and I investigate all of the issues. I don't do fact investigation, and I also do the mental evaluations not the evaluations, but I go back, doing all the records and get all the things together, present it to the courts, so we can try to get a lesser sentence for our clients.
Okay. And that's with a habeas unit?
Not right now. I'm just with the Middle District of of Georgia. But I was doing that with the habeas here in Tallahassee.
Okay. And how long have you been in your current role in the Middle District of Georgia?
1 year in Georgia.
Okay. Prior to that, did you work for the Federal Defender's Office here in the Northern District of Florida?
I did the Capital Habeas Unit.
And can you tell us what you did there, please?
Yes, I did investigation, went to talk to clients, all their families. It was more of a fact investigation at that point.
Okay. And so that entailed you going out at the direction of the attorneys that you worked with, interviewing individuals,
Correct.
gathering records,
Yes.
and that included individuals that were in reports
Correct.
and presenting that to whom?
The attorneys.
Okay. Did it also bring you to have occasion to testify in court ever?
No.
No. Now, how long were you employed with the Northern District of Florida Federal Defender's Office?
From 2016 until July 2022.
And can you tell us a little bit about your educational background?
Yes, I have an associate's in paralegal, a bachelor's in legal studies, and I've studied sociology, and I've earned a certificate in that.
Okay. And when did you complete your bachelor's?
In around 2014, maybe?
Okay. Now, in between working for the Federal Defender's Office in the Northern District of Florida and the Federal Defender's Office in the Middle District of Georgia, did you work as a licensed private investigator in Florida?
After I left the Federal Defender's Office in Tallahassee, yes.
Okay. And how long did you do that for?
Since 2022, and I never, I guess, stopped. I just took the job for the Federal Middle District of Georgia and left.
Okay. And as a licensed private investigator, were you retained by my office to interview an individual by the name of Patricia Bird?
Yes,
And where was she located?
in the Leon County Jail,
Okay. How many times did you meet with Miss Bird?
once.
And that was at the Leon County Jail?
Yes.
And do you remember when that was?
I want to say January. Can I look?
If it'll help refresh your memory,
Okay.
sure.
Oh. Ms. Bird was on January 24th.
2025?
Correct, sorry.
And when you interviewed Miss Bird, did you tell Miss Bird that Mrs. Adelson was going to pay her for her testimony?
No,
Okay. Specifically, did you tell Miss Bird that Donna Adelson was going to buy her a piece of land?
no,
What about a trailer?
no,
What about veneers for her teeth?
no,
And what about a small vehicle for her and her children?
no,
Okay. Did Miss Bird tell you that Mrs. Adelson had offered those items to her?
no,
Of course she's not going to tell her that.
Did Miss Bird tell you that Mrs. Adelson confessed to any portion of the crimes with which Mrs. Adelson is charged in this case?
Did she tell you that, I'm sorry, can you read that for
Did
me?
Miss Byrd tell you that Mrs. Adelson confessed to her?
No.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Ms. Khan, prior to interviewing Ms. Byrd on January 24th, 2025, did you meet with or speak with Donna Adelson?
No.
Have you ever met with or spoken with Donna Adelson?
No.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
Why did you interview Miss Byrd?
I was given a list of names to interview.
By defense counsel?
Correct.
Okay. And she was not a state witness at that time, right?
I wouldn't know.
No. Would it refresh your memory to see a copy of the state's amended discovery when we did list her as a witness?
I didn't see that. I wouldn't have seen.
Okay, so that wouldn't help you to know when she was amended as a witness in the case?
I wouldn't have known. No.
Okay, so you were not asked to go there because she was a state's witness, I'll just put it
No,
that way.
No.
All right. And did you record your interview with Ms. Byrd?
No.
The SAO investigators were able to record their interview with her. Why didn't you when you interviewed her?
I wasn't asked to do that.
Asked by who?
The attorneys.
So they didn't ask you to do it?
They didn't ask me to record it, no.
Okay. Could you have taken a recorder and recorded it though?
Had I requested for the jail to permit me to take a recorder in there?
The jail does allow that.
I
If
don't
you-
know, I didn't
If you
ask.
get, okay. If you get permission in your experience, is it typical for
Correct, yes.
jails to allow you to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Just a second. That's all I have, thank you.
Redirect examination.
Since you didn't ask for permit to take a recording device into the jail when you met with Miss Byrd, how did you take accurate notes?
As I was speaking with them, I wrote everything down that they said, that they were saying to me.
Okay.
So I did pen and paper.
Pen to paper.
The old-fashioned
And had the state requested those through the discovery process, you would have been able to produce those.
Correct.
Nothing further.
Does witness need to be recalled or retained for any reason?
We retain her, but she's free to go on about her business.
You may step down, Ms. Khan. If you are recalled by the attorneys, they will let you know. Do not discuss your testimony with any other person. Please call your next witness.
Eddie Barnes?
Shadow, you need to come fix my laptop. I don't know why it's making this noise. It beeps every time I touch a button.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Please adjust the microphone as you need to.
We'll do it. Okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Yes, my name is Eddie Varnes. Excuse me, Eddie. Last name V as in Victor, Arnes.
How are you employed, sir?
I'm a private investigator.
And how long have you been a private investigator?
I've been a private investigator on my own for 10 years. Prior to that, total 27 years.
27 years as a private investigator?
Yes, 27 years as an investigator. Yes.
What type of casework do you handle?
Mostly criminal at this point in time. I also do insurance, civil stuff and insurance, but I've been exclusively pretty much criminal for about the last 10 years.
How do you get your work?
I market. I have my own company. I try to market and get work, and that's how you do it. That's all I can say.
Were you retained as a private investigator by Mrs. Adelson's original attorneys?
Yes, sir.
And when was that?
May of 2024.
Now, I want to specifically direct you to when you were asked to speak with an individual by the name of Patricia Bird.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when that was?
That was August 30th, 2024.
Okay. And what did you go to the jail to meet with her?
Yes, sir. I received a call from prior defense counsel saying there may be a person that has information on the case. He gave me the name, so at that point I had traveled to Leon County Jail, got there about 11 o'clock, and then was able to meet with Miss Bird.
Okay. Now there are different kinds of visits that you can do at the jail. How did you meet with her?
I met with her in an attorney booth.
Okay, so you don't need to schedule an appointment for that?
No, sir.
Okay, just normal business hours?
Yes, sir.
And tell us, without telling us what was said, how did the conversation go?
Basically, I met her and I introduced myself and explained to her who I was. And I said, you understand you might have some information on the case? And she said, yes.
And she might have some information on Donna Adelson's case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did she have information about?
She told me she had some information about what Katie McBanawa had stated to her back in 2021 when they were incarcerated together.
Now, did she tell you that Donna Adelson offered her any sort of compensation to testify in her case?
No, sir.
Okay. Specifically, did Miss Bird tell you that Donna Adelson offered to buy her a piece of land?
No, sir.
Did Miss Bird tell you that Donna Adelson offered to buy her a trailer for that piece of land?
No, sir.
Did Miss Bird tell you Miss Adelson offered to buy her a vehicle?
No, sir.
What about veneers for her teeth?
No, sir.
So she didn't tell you any of those things that she is saying Donna Adelson offered?
Absolutely not.
Did she tell you that Donna Adelson confessed to her?
Absolutely not.
Did you record your interview with Miss Bird?
I was instructed by prior defense counsel to not record the interview. That wasn't unusual because we spoke to I spoke to several prior inmates throughout those 2 or 3 months. So to answer your question, no, sir, I did not record the interview.
Now, did Miss Bird talk extensively about Miss McBanawa?
Yes, she did.
Did she say that Donna Adelson told her to say those things?
No, absolutely not.
Did Miss Bird know who Donna Adelson was prior to meeting Miss Adelson?
No, she did not.
Had she heard the name Donna Adelson?
No, she didn't. She actually told me when she met her
When
in
Miss
the jail, like she never heard of Donna's name. At that, she met her like maybe 4 weeks earlier inside the jail at that point in time.
Now, when Miss Bird is telling you about Miss Magdanowa, did you caution her in any way about her cooperating on Donna's behalf?
Yes, sir, I did. She told me what she told me, and then I said, Miss Bird, you know, the state's going to, you know, if you're a potential witness in this case, you're going to be put on the stand. They're going to say you were given something to say this. Our client told you to say this. And she said, absolutely not. They can say that all they want. That's the truth.
Did Miss Bird tell you that Donna told her to say anything other than what was true?
No.
Was it your understanding that she was waiting for a plea offer in her own case?
She made mention to me that I asked her about her charges. I wanted to get to know her a little bit. So she told me why she was in. And we discussed that a little bit. And then she said, I'm expecting an offer soon.
That was what she said, expecting an offer soon?
I'm expecting an offer from the state soon.
And that was just over a year ago?
Yes, sir. That was August 30th, 2024.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Of course, that's what she's gonna say. Because she's not gonna tell. She
Nothing further at
wants
this time?
a deal. She can't be trusted either way. Because she wants a deal. She wants out of there. Jailhouse informants are not good witnesses. You can't believe a word they say. But in this case, they
So,
have
Mr.
the
Barnes, you
letter.
said that you interviewed Miss Bird because Donna Adelson's prior defense counsel said that this may be a person who has information.
That's correct.
But that was prior to July 25 when the state listed Patricia Bird as a possible witness for the state, right?
That was August 30th, 2024.
Okay. So in August of 24, the defense, for some reason, would have thought this person may have information and gone to you to interview them.
Correct.
Okay. And defense counsel asked you about this, but you said you did not record your interview with her?
No.
Okay. You could have taken a recorder, like a pocket recorder, into the jail and recorded it, right?
I
If
could
they'd
have,
asked
but I
you
was
to.
instructed not to record the statement.
Yes, sir. Now, after hearing this statement about how Magdanowa basically lied on the Adelsons, killed Dan Markel just to extort them for their money, is that right?
That's not exactly right, but you're in the ballpark, but that's not exactly what she told me.
Okay, can you tell me again exactly what she told you?
Yeah, I'm going to refer back to my report a little bit, if that's okay. I spoke Patricia, and she said that they were sitting at a table talking about the case, and then Bird quoted the following that McDaniel had told her, and that was, after we had him killed, we tried to get the money because we knew her boyfriend and family had a lot of money. We knew that they had money because the family offered the man $1 million apiece to move to South Florida. So at that time, and Katie said, why not kill him, get the money ourselves? So
I
then
agree.
Bird replied with, girl, that's crazy as hell. That's extortion. And Katie replied to her and said, my kid's got to be raised and go to college as well.
So I have a question about that. So according to what you say Bird told you,
Yes.
Bird used the word extort.
Ma'am.
Now, when you heard this story, that would be very, very helpful, right, to Donna Adelson's case. Did you call her prior defense counsel and say, listen to what this lady's telling me?
I agree 100%. None of these witnesses have done anything to make me believe that Donna was not involved in this.
Can I have permission to record this? Can I do a recorded interview with her? This is going to be very important. You didn't do that, did you?
I did call them immediately when I left the jail, and I sent them an email with my summary within an hour.
Okay. Did you ask to go then do a recorded interview with her so you would have evidence of that?
No, I didn't ask.
Okay. And did they ask you to?
They didn't ask me. No, I told them what they told me, and if they have any additional instructions for me, I'll gladly go do what they asked me to do.
All right. Now, if Miss Bird, after all that, do you know why?
Why wouldn't they want him to record it unless they were afraid that she was going to say, yes, Donna confessed, and yes, Donna promised me all this stuff? Then it would be recorded, something that they didn't want to be recorded. Why else would they ask him not to record it? That seems weird to me. If they were so confident that she was going to say, no, she didn't tell me that. No, she didn't promise me anything. If they were so confident that that was going to be the answer, why wouldn't they want him to record that? It doesn't make any sense.
Why the defense never listed Patricia Bird as a witness?
I don't know the specific reason. I'm not the attorneys on the case. That's
Do
their
you know
job.
why these attorneys never listed Patricia Bird as a witness?
State allow the witness to answer the question before cutting off, please.
Ms. Dugan, please wait for him to finish the answer.
Just repeat, please.
Do you know why either defense counsel never listed Patricia Bird as a witness?
I have no idea.
You were hired by prior defense counsel, you said?
That's correct.
Okay, and you did charge for your services.
I did charge for my services, yes, ma'am.
That's all, thank you.
Redirect examination.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Barnes,
Yes, sir.
the state just asked you, according to what you say Bird said to you, isn't that, in fact, what Miss Bird said to you, not just what you claim?
No, that's exactly what she said to me.
Okay. And you've been working in this industry for how many years?
No, I would object to improper bolstering, Judge.
Sustained.
Judge, the state attacked his credibility.
We're not doing speeding objections. I ruled, ask your next question.
Would it surprise you, sir, to learn that contrary to what the state implied,
Objection to relevance as to what he would be surprised by.
Overruled, please let him finish his question first before you object.
thank you, Your Honor, would it surprise you to learn that prior defense counsel in fact listed Patricia Bird on the witness list that they submitted prior to this case being set for trial September of 2024?
Would that surprise me? No.
Okay. And so, contrary to what Ms. Dugan indicated on cross-examination, it was your understanding that Ms. Bird was listed as a defense witness.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay. Just a moment, Your Honor. further, Your Honor?
Will this witness be recalled by either party?
He'll be retained, but he's free to go about his business.
Mr. Barnes, do not discuss your testimony with any other person. You may step down.
Sir, thank you.
Please call your next witness.
He said that he might be recalled, but that he could go out of town on business if he needed to.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. The attorneys can approach briefly for one moment.
Ooh, somebody about to get in trouble. If I overrule something, don't give me more speaking objections. I've overruled it. Some judges will let you do that, but some won't. And I think this one won't.
Everyone can be seated. Ceremony will just step down from the witness stand and step outside the courtroom doors. Once the rule of sequestration is invoked, it applies equally to both parties. How long was he sitting in the back of the courtroom watching the defense case?
I was not aware he was here, Your Honor. Our assistant was trying to find him. I went in the hallway looking for him. I didn't see him before we called the witness that he sat in here for. She sent him a text message asking him where he was because we were concerned he was not here, and that was about 1:30. I believe, based on speaking to my assistant, that he was present during all or part of Ms. Khan's testimony, which is completely unrelated to his very limited scope in this case.
State, do you wish to be heard?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
Yeah, my name.
What is the substance of the testimony to be offered?
The substance of the testimony is a home search with Mr. and Mrs. Adelson and Dan Markell.
He's a realtor, Your Honor.
The bailiff has informed me that he was present for 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not entirely sure how this testimony would relate to other matters that we've gone over. I need a moment to determine if the witness should be permitted to testify. We'll take a brief break. 10 minutes.
I don't know what Shadow did to my laptop, but I can't type anything on there now. He said don't keep speaking after After I've sustained an objection, go on and ask another question. That's a paraphrase, but that's basically what he said. So are they going to let this guy testify? Oh, I guess not. Or I guess they're going to decide it now. Dang. This defense team, man. Else up. No, I want to show you what Robbie Dobby sent me last night. And I swear, Shadow is in this clip. I don't know when she let a reporter in to interview her, and I never imagined that her voice would be this low. She doesn't talk to me in English, but she talked to this interviewer in English. If I can get it to load. I had it loaded up and then it disappeared. I must have accidentally shut it off. Come on, load. Well, it's not going to load. Dang it. I might have to wait till after court. It's not even a long clip. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do it after court so I can shut the court feed off and I think I don't know because I'm not sure what sticky keys are, but I think she turned on sticky keys because it doesn't want to type right now, and then it makes a beep every time I hit a key, and then when I go to backspace, it doesn't want to backspace. Your dog found the chainsaw? That's terrifying. Why would sticky keys disable the backspace key? I don't. Maybe it's not sticky keys. Maybe she did something else. It backspaces, but you have to wait a year in between the hitting it. You have to wait like a full 5 seconds in between hitting it. I don't know what she did. No idea. I mean, I like that she gets up here and spends time with me, but I need a bigger desk. I want an L-shaped desk, but there's no room here. And I get my own space in the other room. But I don't know. Who am I kidding? Those girls are never going to get their own place. They're going to live with their mother till they're forever. They're never going to get their own place and get all their junk out of that spare room. Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that. I stream from the desktop, but like anything that I type to you guys, I type on the laptop. That way I don't, since I have a RAM issue, that way I don't put more stress on the stream. But that's also where she sits, because I don't have the room for her to sit anywhere else. But when I get an L-shaped desk, I'm going to put a box or something. That's what Legal Bites did. Her husband found a kitten, an abandoned kitten on the way home once. And they were just going to foster it. I knew that wasn't going to happen. And she put a box for it on her, like the L part of her desk. It was a clear box so we could still see her. And she'd get in there and curl up. So I think that's what I'm going to do if I ever get my own space. Because I'm in my dining room now. So I'm scrunched in the corner. That's my laundry room and Shadow's room. And then my dining room table's right here. At least I'm not in the bedroom anymore.
Everyone can be seated. Ready.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Kelly, this is going to be very brief. Could you please tell the jury your name and then spell your last name for the court reporter, please?
Yes, Tim Kelly, T-I-O, last name Kelly.
All right. And what is your occupation, sir?
I'm a realtor.
And is that what your occupation was back in 2011?
Yes,
Did you have the pleasure of knowing a young man named Dan Markell?
I did.
At some point in November of 2011, were you contacted by Mr. Markell about seeing some homes?
Yeah, I'm not positive on the date, but if that's the date, yes, he did contact me about some homes.
Would it refresh your memory if you were able to look at the email communications?
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, 2011.
Is that November 2011?
Yes.
All right. And when he contacted you and you were making arrangements to look at homes, were those homes were you looking for a home in particular for his in-laws, Donna and Harvey Adelson?
Correct.
And were arrangements made for you to show homes?
Yes.
And did you in fact show homes?
Yes.
And who was present when you showed the homes? Who was with you?
I believe it was the Adelsons, both of them, the husband and wife, and Dan, and I believe Wendy and the boys, both boys, or just one boy. I can't remember who was there at the time, but I think we had to make arrangements between, cars or so.
Okay. Was it one time that you took them out or more?
I believe it was just one time.
Okay. And did you show them homes in the Tallahassee area?
Yeah.
Okay. And did they end up purchasing any of the homes that you showed them?
No.
Okay. At some point, did you refer them to another realtor that you know named Lisa Carey to look at homes?
I did not refer them to Lisa Carey. No,
Okay.
that was not.
That was not you?
No.
Do you work with Miss Carey?
I did at the time we were a team.
Okay.
At one point, and I think we were still a team, and we probably were not in 2011.
Okay.
But no.
Okay. Can you hold on just one second, please?
They didn't want to move up there.
Just briefly, when you came to the courthouse today, did you come and sit inside the courtroom?
I did.
And did you observe and listen to some of the testimony?
I heard the end of the testimony that was being said.
Was it a male or a female?
Female.
Okay. Is there anything about the testimony that you heard that has affected your testimony as to these small issues on looking at a home?
No, no.
Nothing further.
Cross-examination.
Hey,
So you leased house to the Donna and Harvey Adelson at request?
correct.
Was thought that they would have more space, be able to stay up here for longer periods of time visiting Dan Markell and his family?
I believe that was it, yes.
Okay. And that was in 2011, you said?
According to the emails, yeah.
So Dan Markell and Wendy Adelson were still together at that time?
Correct.
Okay. And if they got divorced in summer or fall 2012, your interaction would have been about a year before that.
Correct.
And about 2 years before Halloween of 2013, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any redirect from the witness? No, Judge. You may step down, Mr. Kelly. Please call us.
Defense will call Detective Joshua Turner.
Detective Turner, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. Please speak loudly and clearly. You may adjust the microphone if you need to.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Yes, my name is Josh Turner. I'm a deputy with the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been employed with the Leon County Sheriff's Office?
Since September of 2016.
And during your time with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, can you tell the jury a little bit about what assignments you worked?
I was in 2019 a field training officer, and then in 2020 I transferred into the Criminal Investigations Division at the Sheriff's Office. I worked in property crimes, auto crimes, and violent crimes.
Okay. And in your role as a detective with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, did you come to interview an inmate by the name of Drina Bernhardt?
I did.
And did you meet with her on December 18th of 2024?
I did.
Okay. And subsequent to that, did you notify the state attorney's office that Ms. Bernhardt had information concerning Donna Adelson?
I did.
And did you then attend a recorded interview with Ms. Bernhardt at the state attorney's office?
Yes.
And during that interview, did she indicate what, if any, steps, and she referring to Ms. Bernhardt, took in when she was speaking with Ms. Adelson in the pod at the Leon County Detention Center?
She said that she was speaking to Ms. Adelson throughout the day and sitting in front of a camera at the detention facility.
She specifically stated that she situated herself and Ms. Adelson so that they would be picked up on the surveillance footage?
I'm not sure the exact wording, but yes.
Something to that effect?
Correct.
Okay. Now, previously, did you review State's Exhibit 105?
Yes.
And what was that?
I believe it was the recording of the pod, the annex.
Okay, so the surveillance video?
Yes.
So after Ms. Bernhardt's interview on December 20th, 2024, at the state attorney's office, did you go back to your office to download the surveillance video?
No, sir. I went to my vehicle and back up to the state attorney's office and downloaded it from there.
Okay, so you went to get your computer?
Yes, sir.
So back then, when you were assigned to the investigations unit, you had access to their surveillance videos?
I did.
Okay, and then you logged in from the state attorney's office and downloaded that?
Correct.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness and show him, it was marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 105.
You may.
Do you recognize State's Exhibit 105?
I do.
Is this the surveillance, or is this a portion of the surveillance video that you obtained from the Leon County Detention Facility?
It is.
Any, aside from shortening the video so it was easier to show in court, any changes to it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Just a moment. And at this point in time, I would move into evidence as Defense Exhibit 70, the surveillance video.
Any objection?
My only objection is rule completeness, Judge. I'm not sure how much shortening occurred, but I would ask for all of States 105 to be admitted.
And I can say, Your Honor, that the video that was provided to us as States 105 is exactly what I've copied onto this thumb drive.
The item is admitted. It is to be published in its entirety.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you guys have the HDMI? so that I could use the computer. Is it okay if I stand over here rather than at the lectern?
That's fine.
Okay. So Detective, initially in the video, do we see Miss Bernhardt or Miss Adelson?
Yes, they are back towards the bunks.
And do they walk towards the foreground of the video?
At one point.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Who's seated at the table with the dark hair?
That's Drina Bernhardt.
And what does she have in front of her?
A notebook with a daisy and a yellow folder, looks like.
Did the video appear to show Miss Bernhardt putting a chair at the table towards the right?
It does.
Who's walking up now?
Miss Adelson.
Does it appear from the video that Miss Bernhardt got Miss Adelson to sit down at that table?
It does.
And they're engaged in conversation?
Yes.
Without stating the obvious, there's no audio on this video, correct?
Correct.
Without stating the obvious, that is the obvious. watching paint dry. What are they doing? Marty.
Now, Detective, at this point, we're over 8 minutes into the video. Neither one of them have started writing, have they?
No.
Can you explain to the jury what Ms. Bernhardt just did?
It appears she took a piece of paper out of her notebook and is showing Miss Adelson something on that page.
Appears that something is already written on that page.
Potentially, I can't tell.
Now Ms. Bernhardt's writing on the piece of paper.
Correct.
appears that Ms. Barnhart is writing at this point.
Correct.
Judge, given that, is it okay if I fast forward to the points that I'm trying to make?
Requesting publication. That's one whole thing we said.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Uh, 1326, who's writing?
Miss Bernhardt.
1417, who's writing?
Miss Bernhardt.
1433, is she still writing?
Yes.
1446, my client takes the paper and starts writing, correct?
Correct.
Fast forward to 1642. Did Ms. Bernhardt take the notebook back?
She did.
And from this vantage point, we can't see what Miss Adelson is writing, can we?
Correct.
However, it's clear that Ms. Bernhardt is still speaking with my client.
They seem to be engaged in conversation.
$22.50. What do we see Ms. Bernhardt doing now?
She placed 2 notebooks on the table.
And one of them was the hot pink one that we saw. I think this.
Correct.
Okay. $41.24. What do we see now?
Trina's opening the hot pink notebook.
Is she showing Mrs. Adelson something in that notebook?
It appears so.
Fast forward to 40. With writing?
Yes.
What is this supposed to prove? This is a lot more. could have been writing a novel. Who knows? What the heck? This is insulting to the jury. This is a waste of time.
About 48:22, Mrs. Adelson handed Drina something. Do they appear to be discussing it now?
It appears so.
Fast forwarded a little bit to 51 minutes. It appeared that Miss Adelson had gotten up and is now sitting back down.
That's correct.
Fast forward to 54 minutes. It still appear that they're both looking through the pages and discussing them.
It does.
Now we're at 5535. They're still both discussing some topic, correct? Looking at pages that they have in front of them.
Correct.
We're at 5934. Appears they're both still writing.
Correct.
And as with previously, can we tell what they're writing?
No.
Can we determine what they're discussing?
No. Miss Bernhardt just opened some notebook. She's writing, and Miss Adelson is also writing.
Where are they? Is it this table all the way to the right where all the papers are?
Detective, from your previous review of this surveillance video, does the same behavior continue where they're both writing and discussing things between now and the end of the video?
I believe so, yes.
Good. Can we stop watching this nothing of a video now?
Can we get the lights,
Thank you.
please? Detective, do you recall the date that video was collected? I'm sorry, it's a poorly worded question. Do you recall the date that video was taken?
I believe it was December 19th.
So the day before Ms. Adelson met with the state attorney. Just a moment, Your Honor. Detective, that's the day after Ms. Barnhart told you that she had information about my client.
Correct.
Anything further?
Cross, Mr. Chairman.
With her on the 18th, she told you not just that she had information about Donna Adelson, but that Donna Adelson was trying to enlist her. So let's learn that on the 18th, you relay that information to who?
Investigator Newland.
With my office.
Correct.
All right. And the meeting at the state attorney's office ultimately happened on December 20th, right?
Correct.
And at that time, there was a more detailed interview conducted with Ms. Bernhardt to get the information she had about what had happened, right?
Correct.
Okay, and at that meeting, Bernhardt shows up with this pink notebook pictured in State's Exhibit 62, right?
Correct.
And she tells us in that meeting, hey, here's the script that she's written for me that she wants me the thing, and this is what's pictured in State 62.
Correct.
Okay. And what were Drina's instructions from the defendant about this exhibit? Why did we have to photograph it instead of impounding the thing?
Her instructions were to read over that and to trace it in her own handwriting and provide that back to Ms. Adelson.
Okay, so she's supposed to copy what's here and give this back to Ms. Adelson.
Correct.
So Ms. Adelson was going to be expecting to get this thing back. We had to send it back with her, right?
Correct.
Okay. Did Bernhardt at the meeting on December 20th tell you when this script was authored by Mrs. Adelson?
She was speaking to Investigator Newland. I don't recall.
Base video and find the video that we just watched.
Correct.
All right, and so the video is from December 19th, right?
Correct.
So I mean, you didn't look through multiple days of videos. You knew to go to December 19th, right?
Correct.
So Bernhardt obviously said, she wrote this yesterday.
Correct.
I'm supposed to copy it and give it back to her. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you went and found the video, did the video appear to corroborate what Bernhardt had told law enforcement that day?
It did.
And when Bernhardt originally reported this to you on the 18th, you said you let Investigator Newland know. Did you let Bernhardt know, hey, you're going to be interviewed on the 20th?
Not to my knowledge.
In fact, didn't we consider waiting until after Christmas to meet with her? Do you
Correct.
remember that? I was home with a bad injury, bad back.
Yes.
The kids were out of school. It was Christmas time. We talked about doing it after Christmas, right?
Correct.
So wasn't it just dumb luck that we happened to bring her over on the day that she was in possession of this thing in defendant's handwriting?
Yes.
We see one writing, we see the other one writing. Are you a handwriting expert?
No, ma'am.
Would you defer to the expertise of a handwriting expert in determining who wrote this particular thing?
Yes.
I want to publish that video, if you would, at 5214. already watched the part where Ms. Barnhart here does take this pink notebook out and give it to Donna Adelson, right?
Correct.
And it is Barnhart's notebook, right?
Yes.
And after she gives it to the defendant does proceed to write in the notebook for quite some time, right?
Correct.
And if we go to 5819, so we see Mrs. Adelson get up and walk away, and then she later returns, right?
Yes.
Okay, and if we go to 104, we see Ms. Bernhardt get up and walk away, and Ms. Adelson continues writing.
Correct.
Nothing further.
Redirect examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Detective, we know that Miss Adelson expected this document back that was written in Drina's notebook because that's what Drina said, right?
Correct.
But we can't hear what's being discussed on that video.
Correct.
We have to rely on what Miss Bernhardt says.
Correct.
Now, you testified on cross that Miss Bernhardt was for a meeting on the 20th.
I don't believe she knew the date.
Yet, when she came, she brought a bunch of materials with her.
Correct.
And the state attorney's office collected what Drina said they should collect.
Hey, Jill.
Correct.
Nothing further.
Will the detective be recalled by the party?
I don't think so, Your Honor. He's released from the state.
Defense will do the same, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Please approach.
Why are we approaching? Jill, everybody was asking about you this morning. I told them you were okay. You gotta quit sleeping all day, woman. What was that noise?
Members of the jury, we are going to go into recess for trial at this point for the day. We will resume tomorrow with the defense's case. Once again, I'm going to remind you not to speak with each other or any other person concerning this case. Also, do not seek out any information outside of this courtroom. Please report at 8:30 tomorrow. We will resume at 8:45. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Everyone can be seated. Please report tomorrow at 8:30. We will resume at 8:45 with the witnesses. Please have all witnesses that will be testifying in the morning present and ready. Mr. Zellman, Ms. Fulford. Also, there is not to be any further violations of the rule of sequestration.
Yes, sir, that was certainly not intentional. And as I indicated, sidebar, one of our witnesses, I don't believe her flight gets in until 10. We will have further discussions with her to get her here as quickly as possible.
We're in recess.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, let me try to get that video to load. While that's loading, my cousin just sent me a thing. I sent it to some of you. I don't have all of you on where I can DM you. Go to Google and search Wizard of Oz. Touch the red slippers and then touch the tornado. It's cute. Just do it. Okay. Okay. This is an interviews with a bunch of cats. One of them, I swear, if I didn't know better, I would swear that it is Shadow. The only thing, it sounds like a boy, not a girl. I wish it was bigger. I don't know how to make it bigger. That's as big as I can get it.
What's one red flag about the rules in this house?
They think doors apply to me. Close one, and I'll scream until Child Protective Services show up.
What's one red flag about living here?
They get mad when I wake them up at 4 a.m., but they snore like a dying lawnmower all night.
What's one red flag about living here with other pets?
They brought home a dog, cute. I'll outlive it and piss on its grave.
What's one red flag about your owner?
She calls me her baby and puts me in sweaters like I don't already come with fur, stupid.
What's something you don't understand about your owner?
She takes 3 days to scoop my litter, but flushes her own shit immediately.
What's something your owner does that makes no sense to you?
She stares me dead in the eyes, then gets mad when I scratch her. Don't start a contest you can't win.
Okay, this next one. This next one.
What's the most obvious red flag your owner ignores?
I flick my tail, flatten my ears, hiss, and she still pets me. At this point, she's asking for scars.
What's the most
I know the consequences, Shadow. I know. I don't care.
backwards thing your owner does? She loads me up with treats, then Googles why is my cat overweight? Lady, connect the dots. What's one red flag about your relationship with your owner? She calls me her emotional support animal. If she knew my real thoughts, she'd be in therapy twice a week.
What's one rule you refuse to follow?
She bought me a scratching post, but the couch costs more. I've got expensive taste.
What's one thing your owner does that crosses the line?
She dunks me in the tub like I don't already shower with my tongue daily.
What's one red flag about your relationship with your owner?
I handle rodent protection for free. She calls it gross. Bruh, that's disrespectful to my resume.
What's one red flag about the rules in this house?
They think doors apply to me. Close.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I do have scars and scratches. She doesn't realize that I know the consequences. I just don't care. I will hold her sometimes and I feel the tail flicking. She's hit me in the arm with her, just flicking it at me. I'm just like, but you need a hug. You need a hug. She just hit me with her tail. No, you need a hug, Shadow. You need a I love that cat so much. I like to aggravate her. It used to it used to bother me that she wasn't cuddly, but now I like it. It's like I like to mess with her. It's become a fun game. It's just Yeah, still, everybody was worried about you this morning. I'm like, I'm sure she's fine. I will talk to her tonight. She'll probably stick her head in sometime today, but I will talk to her tonight and tell her that you guys are worried about her. So, yes, we're all a family here. We have a new subscriber from Australia named Britt, and we have another new subscriber from Pennsylvania, I think. He's not been in the chat yet. His name is John Ettinger. Ettinger, I think. I met him over the weekend on one of my Disney channels that I mod for, and he has cancer, but he's on like the downside. He's still getting treatments, but his last scan was really good. So he subscribed last night. So we have new friends. Yay. So, and Britt was so funny this morning. Oh, hilarious. Gonna fit in great here. Gonna give Wiggles a run for her money. We were having fun this morning. Okay, guys. Well, I guess that's it for today. I don't know why they stopped so early unless the defense just doesn't have any more witnesses lined up for today. So, I will see you guys in the morning at 8. And then again at 9:30-ish for more of the Donna Adelson trial. Do you think she's going to testify? I think she might. Just because they said in opening, my client will tell you, or you will hear from my client. I forgot how they worded it. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just means that they said that. Because she can always change her mind. So. Okay, guys, I will see you in the morning. You guys have a great evening. And remember, be kind to people, love your family, and Jesus loves you, and so do I. Bye, guys.